Well, hey, y'all. My name is William Austin. This is the Saxophone Factory. Um, Something that I have neglected to do, and I had a young student here a little bit ago, sort of reminded me that this is something that we should really focus in on. We get so quick to want to just hop into the stuff that what we forget to do is the warm up routine. You guys have seen my practice schedule, a 30-minute practice schedule where you have 10 minutes of warm up, and maybe 10 minutes of stuff you need for your saxophone lesson, and then 10 minutes of the things stuff that you need for the ensemble that you're playing in. Now, some of my beginning students don't have an ensemble to play in, which is really too bad, but they can do the first 20 minutes, and that could be their entire practice session. That may be you. So, what we're going to do is that we're going to give you about 10 minutes. Excuse me, my eye is itching. I know, never put anything smaller than your elbow in your eye. I know. Um, 10 minutes of warm up that you can do to get everything going. Get your air factory going. I think that's important. Get your instrument warmed up to the place where you can tune. So often we want to tune first, and then we blow hot air in our instrument, and it throws the whole thing out of tune. Did that happen to anybody else? It happened to me. But anyway, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do about 10 minutes of warm up. We're going to first do long tones. Now, I know long tones, they're boring, and oh my God, do I have to? Well, the answer is yes. Yes, you have to. Yes. There's no way around it. So we're going to start on G, an easy note, and we're going to play it for, I don't know, 12 counts, and then we're going to go up chromatically. And if you can't go up chromatically, as I move up, then you can look in your fingering chart and see what notes I'm playing. I'm going to start at low G and play chromatically 12 counts each note up to high G. So I'm going to start here and end here. Somewhere. I'm going chromatically. That means I'm going to go from the G to my G sharp to my A sharp, B, C sharp, and so forth. Okay? Here we go. Am I going to use a metronome? Not today. Here we go. One. Play along with me, starting on G. One, two. Ready? There you go. That's about 3 minutes, and then downward back from the high G, back down the chromatic scale to the low G to get warmed up, to get your face warmed up, to build some endurance. And while you're playing those, what you're looking for is evenness of tone. That you're not, that is not, the tone's not buckling. And you're looking for making sure that your embouchure stays steady. And the more you do it day after day, that it doesn't get tired. I can tell that some of you are probably tired already just from that, right? That it doesn't get tired, and that you're taking enough air in to maintain the 12 counts. About this fast. Okay? So just that in the warm-up is very, very important. The long tones are very important. And I would combine some scales with that. And if you're a beginner, it's the G chromatic scale that I just did that you can look up in your book. And then I would add 2 major scales. The very first scale I'm going to add it today, right now, is the your C major scale. For those of you out here who are on the Do system, this is your Do scale. This is not the piano Do scale. This is not. That's not the one I'm talking about. That's not the one I'm talking about. Our scale starts on C. Our scale starts on the Do. Our Do. That one. That starts on Mi flat. So if you're not, if you're on solfege, then it starts on Mi flat, right? But for those of us who are using movable Do, starts on RC. Okay? Let's work that scale. But now I love this scale because it is indeed the healthiest scale of all, because it doesn't have any flats or sharps. It starts on C, and it goes around the musical alphabet, until you get back to C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. We'll do it. I'll say it again. Say it with me. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And then back down. C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. So when we're using this in a warm-up, we're not going to go fast. Can't warm up fast. We can only warm up slowly. So we're going to start, for ease sake right now, from our middle C. Here we go. There you go. And that's how we play our C scale. Okay? Easy enough. And then we'd add another scale to it, which is our G scale. It's G to G, but instead of playing F natural, you play F sharp. F sharp is fingered 1, 2, 3, 5, and our octave key. Okay? That's how we do that. Understood? Cool. All right, we got to get out of here and make room for somebody else. I'll play that scale for you when I go through all the scales. Peace.